Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
Please, can we meet you, ma?
Yes, I'm Chief Mrs. Modupe Olayimika IDOWU Oni-Orisan Damazio.
Ma, we want you to give us a details of what transpired between your family and person of Mr. Saheed, popularly called Ibile.
Well, to be honest with you, the family has no dealings with him at all. I only met him when he physically assaulted me on the Ekwe Bridge. So that was my first time of meeting him. I have never met him. Even as family, we have never met him.
Please, ma'am. Can we say at Yorùbá àti English, ma'am? Báwo lẹ ṣe jẹ́ gangan ní inú ìdílé? Báwo lẹ ṣe jẹ́ nínú ẹbí?
Èmi ni olórí ẹbí tí àwọn gbogbo ẹbí tó faramọ́ tó yàn ní on the 28th of June 2024, and I make publication sí inú Punch newspaper ní July 3rd. So since that, I've been taking the role as olórí ẹbí.
Okay, kẹ́yìn tó di olórí ẹbí, ma ta ni olórí ẹbí kẹ́yìn tó gbà?
Yes, olórí ẹbí tí tó wà ńbẹ̀ ni Alhaji Moshood Babatunde Oni-Orisan.
Ẹjọ́ máa ṣé wọ́n ìwà láyé bí wọ́n ti kú?
Wọ́n wà láyé.
Báwo ni wọ́n ti máa ń yan olórí ẹbí yín, ma? Nítorí ẹni tó jẹ́ olórí ẹbí tó wà láyé tí ò tí kú tí wọ́n tún yàn mí ní ojú ayé. Báwo ni wọ́n ti máa ń ṣe ní ìdílé tí yín, ma?
Ìbọn tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé ńgbà tó yàn náà lára àwọn ẹbí kan ló kóra wọn jọ tó fi yàn tó dẹ̀ gbé sínú publication. Nígbà tí àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n lè fi yọ èèyàn tí ò bá ń ṣe olórí ẹbí ni ẹni tí ó bá ń bojú fámìlì jẹ́, tí ẹni tó jẹ́ yí pé níṣe ni ó lọ kí ọwọ́ fámìlì bọ́ ṣọlọ tí ò yẹ kó kí ọwọ́ fámìlì bọ̀, ẹni tó fẹ́ dojú ti fámìlì, tó fẹ́ mú orúkọ Oni-Orisan, tó fẹ́ parẹ́ pátápátá lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí, òun ni Alhaji Babatunde. Mítìn mẹ́rin lẹ́bí ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, mítìn mẹ́rin lẹ́bí ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Èmi tí mo jókòó yìí nígbà tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà yìí, a rí i pé ní April 12, 2023, nígbà tí lọ́ọ̀yà babaláyé yìí, ìyẹn Alhaji Túndé kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ ti ń jẹ́ ẹni ó kó òmẹ̀yìn, òun ló wá ta fámìlì lólobó ipe olórí ẹbí yìí o, nǹkan báyìí ló fẹ́ ṣe o, ẹ tètè dìde sí o, ẹ tètè dìde sí o. Gbogbo fámìlì kóra wa lọ sílé babaláyé, ìyẹn tó ń pè lólórí ẹbí. Èmi yìí náà wà ńbẹ̀. A dẹ̀ sọ fún pé ilẹ̀ tí ó lọ fẹ́ lọ tá à ń gbọ́ pé olóòfẹ́ tá à tẹ̀ mórúkọ ẹni tó fẹ́ tà fún, ilẹ̀ tá à ń gbọ́ pé olóòfẹ́ tà yìí fámìlì ti commit ara ẹ̀ láti 4th of September 2020 sí fún ẹlòmíì. Wọ́n ti tà fáwọn èèyàn. Àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà M.A. Bashua tó bá wọn ṣe case, àwọn náà ti gba tiwọn. Kí ló ń porúkọ ẹ̀, àwọn land surveyors tí wọ́n ṣe map, àwọn náà ti gba tiwọn. Ilẹ̀ yìí ò ń ṣe kíní, the remaining one ẹbí ti sign pé kó jẹ́ joint venture pẹ̀lú ààrẹ Bashir Fakorede. Kí lẹ ṣe láti tún lọ tà? Ó gbàwé lọ́wọ́ wa, ó lóun ti gbọ́ pé òun ò mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ̀rọ̀ ṣe rí, ọ̀ǹtì tó di pé wọ́n pe chairman wa Ọláwálé Jàfojo sí zone 2 pé níṣe wọ́n lọ ní ilẹ̀ tí tà fún èèyàn kan, wọ́n débẹ̀ o, wọ́n kàn jẹ́ kán lo ilẹ̀ yẹn. Bá ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà yẹn láti jọ yẹn, family is concerned. That land has been given out to some people since 4th September 2023. 2020.
Okay, ma. Ṣé ẹbí nígbà tí ẹ gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti tà fún ọ̀tàlẹ̀ fún Ìbílẹ̀, ṣé ẹbí take any move to ensure that you explain to Ìbílẹ̀ that this land belongs to so person?
Number one, àmọ́ Ìbílẹ̀, we don't know him.
From offset?
We have never met him as a family. And number two, all our making sure pé peace reign, we ask our Olori Ebi, invite this man to the family meeting. Let us explain to him that that land that you collected money from him has already been committed since 2020.
So from him, what did you want now, man?
What I want, number one, Ààrẹ Ibile or whatever his name, he is a trespasser. He should stop going to that land because we are going to charge him for trespassing. That land belongs to Oni-Orisan chieftaincy family. We have the government extension, 15.36 hectares of land. At Ojuota, 22.613 hectares of land. At Oko-Orisan, Orisan or Oni-Orisan is just one. That I can establish. It's just one. I can bring you my birth certificate that bears Oni-Orisan, born by IDOWU Oni-Orisan. So nobody can tell me that who is Oni-Orisan. By the special grace of God, every August 15, my father will be 110 years if he was alive. If he was alive, he was born 15th of August 1914.
Okay, man. So what's the relation between your father and the same former Olori Ebi man?
No, that's Alhaji Babatunde is the firstborn of my father.
Firstborn of your dad?
Yes, but that land belongs to all Oni-Orisan, not IDOWU Oni-Orisan. It belongs to all Oni-Orisan, not IDOWU. It's not IDOWU's land. He has no right to sell it. He has no right.
Ma'am, but when the family was told that Mr. Babatunde was the person who sold the land to Ibile, did you try to make a meeting within the family to see how you can resolve or he can return back the money he has gotten from Ibile?
Yes, we had 4 meetings. Number one, the first one that we had, it was at his instance. That means he was the one that called the family meeting. That is Alhaji Babatunde. Everybody was there. What did he do? He sent a message that my doctor said I should not appear before crowd. So he did not turn up, but everybody was there. And we now asked Olawale Diafojo, report to us. You have been the one going to zone 2. Tell us what happened. And that was when the whole story was brought out. And that was how we all started as a family, as a unified force to fight against it. We now called him to another meeting. He came and we told him that this land has been committed since 2020. So what do you want us to do? He said he didn't know that it was committed, but that when they were finding it difficult to get to the land, that was when he now employed Ajagungbale, that they said, that man is wrong there, he can do it, he can do it. And now that he said he did it, he now said they dashed him. Please, I want to emphasize that because we saw you as an Agbalagba, we now dash you 10 acres of land out of 38.36 acres of land. That is unheard of. The family will not take that from anybody. Even let Ibile wants to pay billion, is not going to use our land.
Man, during the process, did you try to inform the Lagos state government on the crisis on that land?
No. As far as we are concerned, the Lagos state has given us extension. Yeah. We have already checked it and it is still like that. Okay. So why should we ask him to come and settle case for us? When he gave us, we have been to, even those people, when the whole thing started, we employed M.A. Bashua. We employed M.A. Bashua. Yes. A former Attorney General of Lagos State. That one must know what he was doing. Yeah. So we employed him and the thing was given to us even at the court of law. So why must Ibile share land with anybody For what?
Okay.
They are not going to take that.
Okay, there's another will I say unconfirmed report that we had that you are attacked.
Yes, and
Please,
this is
can you
my
just share your experience with us?
this is my petition to Zone 2, the AIG. I have all the details, everything that he did. This is him. If he thinks I've already even reported his case at GRV, gender-related violence.
Yes.
I've already reported his case. I've already reported his case as human rights. And look at it. I've been reading about it. It's telling me I wasn't the one on the video. He is going to prove to the court who owns this chain. When he was beating me, I found it inside my bra.
Same man?
Yes. So he will tell this one, I am going to any extent with him. My blood is already on this thing. My blood is already on it. So let him run to anywhere he wants to run to. This one, I will teach him several lessons. He must never touch a woman. He must never touch an elderly person. He must never fight for what does not belong to you. Can identify him? Yes.
Let's hear it.
What happened at that day was 12th of July. Yes, that day was 12th of July. What we wanted to do was to ask our land surveyor to come and map out all the necessary things. We have been to that land on several occasions. 12th of July was the day of execution. That was the day of execution, which we went with the sheriff. Which we went with this thing. I was the one that even signed the execution papers. Where is the paper? Okay, I have it on my phone. So I was the one that signed for the family. Actually, this land was occupied by one Chinese arbor company. And every judgment was for China Arbor Company. Sure, you understand?
Yes.
So if China Arbor is not giving us problem, why should anybody call himself Ibile to come and give us problem there? Why must he come and give us problem there? So we went there, we executed it, and we saw some things on this thing, and we demolished the thing. We demolished it. So that was what happened. That on the 12th. And we went with police from where? The task force. The task force is from where? The task force is from Lagos State. Okay. Lagos State Command.
Yeah.
So we went there with that task force to do the execution. So I am not a dubious person. I have my integrity anytime, any day. Yoruba will say, Oshi meta, Oshi okintaran meta. But in my own case, wait from my third generation up to this present moment. So I don't have any reason. I don't have any reason not to protect that name. I will protect it to the last. And I will hand it over to people that are also ready to protect the legacy. I'm not going to hand it over to anybody.
Ma, can you just please display your judgment? The judgment.
The judgment.
No, we can. Yeah.
This is the judgment.
Okay. Just hold on, ma. Okay.
Ma, on your explanation, you wanted to give us this detail how it really happened.
Yes.
The attack itself, how it really happened.
How the attack happened very much. So on that 12th of July, we went to execute, which we have done. On the 28th of July, we now decided that all of us will meet on the land with the land surveyor. We were actually there. I want to quote the time, 11:11 a.m. We were all there. He, as the family secretary, was there. The police what do you call it, police escort, this thing from zone 2. They were there with us. So when we got to the land, while waiting for our land surveyors to come, the police went round. You understand? They saw that there were some people jumping out of the land, and they went. There was this thing that they saw there, that they went and saw some jackets. You know, the security jackets that belong to Harmony Gardens. So they packed few of them and went and came back to us. I met them there. So when they finished, they now said the land surveyor now called in and said they were in serious traffic, and the police said they can't wait indefinitely, that we have to go. And that was when we decided to go. I was the one that left first. So this attack was not on that land at all. Yes, it was not on that land, and it was not the day we did execution. The execution was done on 12th of July, while that attack was on 28th of July. So as I left, we have reached that T-junction, we have reached there. I was there with him, in the same car with him. So he now called and said, mommy, Olori Ebi, where are you? They have molested our police, so they have done this, so they have done that. So we now turn back. And when we turned back, we parked at the other side of the bridge. And when we parked and I came down, I can identify all those I saw. This boy, and then later I now knew that his driver, he had a dreadlock on his head, fair in complexion. And the boy now was attacking the police, telling him, you came to destroy our this thing, you did this, you came to this, that. And I now said, it wasn't the police, this one, we have done it since 12th July. It was under my authority. It was under my authority. In fact, it didn't take 2 minutes when I just said, wow, from behind. Look at my lips. I bled till evening. Look at my lips. All my body swollen. He was dragging me. I have all the videos. He was dragging me on the floor, and then the worst that now happened was that I was not abducted. You know how? Then the police that came with us said I should sit down by the curb of the bridge. The wife, wearing white and spotted peach dress, came and was pouring sand on me. Yeah. Yes. And she was saying, oh, you knew me, no matter. I said, I'm sorry for you. A child that has not come to life, you are telling that then you are out of your mind. At the end of the day, one policeman dressed, his name, I can read it, Babangida. He now came and said I should follow him. I thought the man was with us. Yes. I now followed him, and I was taken inside a black jeep. I told this my cousin, follow me. And when he entered the car with me, both of us at the back, and I now said, where are you taking us, so that we can inform others to meet us at the police station or something. The driver, that one in dread, this thing, now said, Eyita Lokpa. That was when this one just opened the door, wham, and came out. So as I tried to come out also, so that I can run away from them, this Sulaiman was the one that bundled me back. K1Dñâpp3D. That thing has up till now I cannot remove my ring since that day. Look at see my hand swollen. I cannot remove my this thing up till this present moment. So you can imagine what they actually did that day. And when I was now bundled back, I was pressed down that I didn't even know where they were taking me in high speed. High speed. So I was now taken to his hand. Get down, kicking. All this stuff. And the wife, I had, she came out too and was saying, that was when I knew that he was using some people, media. The whole thing happened in their estate there. So after that now, when they are done, they now said, go back to the jeep. And I went back to the jeep. They have already arranged some police on that land. And they were now saying, oh yeah, stand there, doing that. If they should produce that, video, they will know that I was standing by their car, not the car of the police. So they arranged everything. And I was now taken to Oni-Orisan. And as we were going, police station. As we were going, I told the police, I said I should follow them. I am not going to go inside this kidnappers vehicle. These ones are kidnappers. They said they are going to follow me. I shouldn't worry. So we got there. So when we got there, they said I should write statement. I wrote statement. It was there that the police were telling me that they said they put payloader there and that I stole their payloader. I said, well, as far as I'm concerned, today, which is 28th of July 2024, there was nothing that no demolition. We have already done it since 12th of July. So if he's been looking for his payloader, that is his business. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't have any business with him. I have business with China Arbor Engineering Company. So I don't know him now. Why must he now charge me for stealing payloader or whatever? He's the trespasser. He's the land grabber. So I am not going to take it lightly with him. The family is not ready to take it lightly with him. And now, even in his office that time, he was boasting that he was one of large. He was here, Fakorede, Bashir, ma sọ fún yín bàjẹ́ tòun ju tiwa lọ. Bó ṣe ń fọ́ tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. So èmi mo mọ̀ dáadáa. That is why I have not released this one to anybody. I will release it at the court of law. And I will pay for DNA for it, so that they will know that it is his own. And number two, my blood is on it. I didn't clean it up. I didn't release it to anybody. It's with me.
So, ma, for publication, can you tell us who are the people that arranged that attack, ma?
It's Ibile now. He said his name is Saheed Ibile whatever. Oh, really? Safoluwa ni.
I have read a lot of news about it. It's into land grabbing.
Yes.
And a lot of cases surround Ibile himself. So, do you have any relationship with him? Or?
I have never seen him in my life until the day he assaulted me and abducted me. At his instruction, Sulaiman was his right man. Sulaiman was the one sitting beside me inside that vehicle.
Ma, with the situation on ground now, you've taken a step to the police,
yes,
and even to the court, like you mentioned. Now, is there any trespass still on the land now?
Yes,
what's the state of the land now?
Just of recent, on Sunday, I was shown a video. Going, he asked the infantry to go and do television. with Olúrọ̀lé àbí Ojúrólé TV kan Ojútólé TV. He has the effrontery to go there to go and do video that ẹgbàwó wọ́n fẹ́ léwu bó ṣe bí kí ló ti ń pè kí lórúkọ Dangote bó ṣe Dangote lóun fẹ́ sá lọ sí Gabonu wọ́n fẹ́ léwu o wọ́n gbà wọ́n o kọ́ ṣe kíní kan o mo dúpẹ́ kan báyìí ni o ìyá kan báyìí ni o ìwọ tó ná obìnrin ìyá ẹgbẹ́ ìyá ẹ tó ná ẹgbẹ́ ìyá ẹ tó wá ń sọ̀sọ̀kùsọ̀ tó ní kí ló ti ń pè kan GRV mo ti rojú ẹ̀ fún wọn mo ti rojú ẹ̀ fún kí ló ń pe orúkọ ẹ̀ have had interviews with human rights organization so ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ fẹ̀ ẹ ṣáà bá mi sọ fún kó lọ gbowó ẹ̀ níbi tó kówó sí family wa we are not ready to be seen as playing double standard ẹ ti talẹ̀ fún èèyàn láti 2020 èèyàn kan wá dé ní December 2023 ó ń kówó òṣè owó òṣì wá ó tún lóun dáṣì ẹni yẹn ni irú ọ̀rọ̀ kọ́rọ̀ wo nìyẹn if we didn't fight this thing that means that name is extincted from that kingdom entirely.
Thank you.
So that's what we want.
From your explanation now, meaning you don't still have access to the land.
We have access, so
okay.
You don't get it. When we have courts behind us, when the Lagos State has not said we didn't give you land, let him, he is the trespasser. Let him go and get his money from wherever he put his money.
Okay. Yes, sir. I just want to have this. Going by this scenario, the narrative or whatsoever, the whole rumor actually emanated from the family. You know, when the former Olori-Ebi was removed before you stepped in, was there any legal document or what?
We don't need any legal. Even for him to emerge there, no legal anything. It is always internal something. You understand? What is Olori-Ebi? Anybody that wants to be Olori-Ebi must be somebody with full integrity that can just unite the family together. How can you call yourself, even if they made you Olori-Ebi, doesn't mean that Olori-Ebi you have to sell the family heritage. But so that if he is not happy with the family for removing him, let him go to court. We are ready.
Because I read it recently from an interview which he granted, and he was making references to whether you mentioned,
yes, it's me. Yes.
That how can a woman be dragging the position of Olori-Ebi with him? That
I can tell you three Olori-Ebi in Oni-Orisan women. So it's not me. You understand? Even before he came in there was Sarah Adeyemi that was Olori-Ebi before he came in. So for him to say, how can a woman, what does it mean? The cap that he's wearing is the same cap. Ọmọkùnrin ni mí nínú ilé yẹn. Ọmọ Adeoye ni mí nínú ilé yẹn. And again, I have told him separately, if Adeoye should bring his cap today, it is only my head it will fit, not his head. So let him go to court if he's not satisfied.
I don't know if there's any other thing the family, any other member of the family wish to add to what Madam has said.
Okay, thank you very much. My own name is B3Ãt And I'm the secretary of the family. I happens to be the secretary when Alhaji Babatunde Oni-Orisan was also the Olori-Ebi.
Can you give us more details?
We were together elected as ESCO then. But I want to let you know that the land in question, like my Olori-Ebi rightly said now, my new Olori-Ebi, this land, the case has won. We've won this case since 2012 in the High Court of Harrison, Justice Harrison Court. And the land in question, like she rightly said, has been distributed and sold far back 2016, 2017. And before that time, we've had 3-4 Olori-Ebi before him. before Alhaji Babatunde Oni-Orisan, we've had 3-4 Olori Ebi. There was a time our mother was Olori Ebi Iyabo Dosunmu. There was a time we have Pasikiru. There was a time after Pasikiru we had Sarah Adeyemi before he became Olori Ebi in 2022. This land in question, we don't know who is called Saheed Musa Doluwa, aka Ibile. We have had series of meeting with the police when the case was first taken to the police station, and he has been invited with the former Olori Ebi and every other person to come and say 1 or 2 things, but we did not see him. But the then Olori Ebi, which is our former Olori Ebi, was removed based on his ill-felt attitude. Was removed based on his fraudulent attitude. And the family had series of meetings. Even the last day before he was removed for the meeting, we sent a letter to him. Every one of us was in the meeting. Even some of us had to fight ourselves, and we had to agree that we cannot allow this man to continue bastardizing the heritage and the name of this family. Everything was done in proper accordance. Even the minutes to it was there. And this judgment, the most annoying part of it is that we did the execution on July 12th. By 15, we were able to get Form O. On that execution day, we did not destroy anything. The sheriff were there, but we mounted a pole as a sign of court execution. But when we got there on Monday, we discovered that they have taken all those poles away, they've removed it. That's number 1 offense called court contempt by anybody that might have trespassed on that land. We don't even want to know because we've not met him before. Nígbà tó máa di ọjọ́ kejì sí ọjọ́ kẹta, we went as a family. Bí Olórí Ẹbí mi ṣe sọ pé ká lọ ṣe 1 or 2 things pẹ̀lú àwọn kí ló ń ṣe adẹ̀dẹ́bẹ̀. A rí àwọn building kan lórí ẹ̀. I need láti pull it down. Just fence. Because níbẹ̀ yẹn gan náà fence títí wa náà wà lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn o. Fence wa wà lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn táwọn náà wò ó. Fídíò ẹ̀ wà o. So the 3rd time tá máa padà lọ síbẹ̀ kan tó wá attack wa. A fẹ́ lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ni. A dẹ̀ request fún assistance ọlọ́pàá. Wọ́n tẹ̀lé wa. Because àwọn náà ti gbọ́ pé àwọn èèyàn kan náà máa ń ṣeré lọ́bẹ̀. Wọ́n náà wá láti zone 2. Àwọn zone 2 ọlọ́pàá wa ní kán lọ arrest àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ because àwọn ò rányàn kankan jáde. Pé àwọn wò pé bóyá wọ́n fi zone 2 parọ́ lọ́ṣẹ́ ní káwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn tẹ̀lé wa lọ alongside kán lọ arrest àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó bá wà ń bẹ̀. But unfortunately àbọ̀ ọlọ́pàá àbẹ́yàn kankan adẹ̀dí fẹ́ máa bọ̀ lé bá Olórí Ẹbí ẹ wá ṣe sọ kó tó di pé wọ́n attack àwọn ọlọ́pàá tí a kó wa. In fact picture àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó ṣe léṣe náà wà. Gbogbo ìgbà dẹ̀ ń lọ sí Adéníjì àtàlágbọ̀n lórí kéèsì tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti April ni wọ́n ti ń sọ fún ẹni tó ń pè ní Ìbílẹ̀ yìí kó yọjú àrírí o. Ẹni tá dẹ̀ pè ní fọ́mọ́ Olórí Ẹbí wa yìí ó ti dìídì kọ sínú ìwé fẹ́ bí pé òun sọ́rí o, ohun tóun ṣe òun ṣe out of ignorance pé kán jọ kọ́ foríjì òun dẹ̀ ti agree pé òun máa lọ dá owó ẹ̀ padà. In fact balance of 30 million naira check tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó dìídì mú wá fúnra rẹ̀ mú lọ fáwọn ọlọ́pàá ní Adéníjì. A dẹ̀ expect ẹ̀ pé kó ṣe needful. Ìgbà tá a rí pé kó ṣe needful tó tún drag foot. Àwọn ẹbí òde lè drag ara wa into mud. Lẹ́bí ṣe wá decide pé tá a bá continue láti jẹ́ kí bàbá yìí máa jẹ́ Olórí Ẹbí, á bà nǹkan jẹ́ fún wa. Olórí Ẹbí yíyàn, it is the decision of the family. Olórí Ẹbí yíyọ, it is the decision of the family. And it has no legal implication as long as tó tẹ́ bí yín tán bá ti jókòó tán bá sọ pé àwọn ò fẹ́ and the majority carry votes. Ẹni tá yọ kúrò lólórí ẹbí àdédé yọ nítorí ìwà burúkú tó wù ní tí gbogbo wa dẹ̀ lè rí tí ẹbí even oyún tí wọn ì tí bí gan tán bá sọ fún àmọ̀ pé ìwà tí bàbá yẹn wù kò ń ṣe ìwà tó tọ́. Even nínú press conference tó ń gbọ́ grant fúnra rẹ̀ mo mọ̀ pé 95% of the people tó bá gbọ́ àwọn pé bàbá yìí àgbẹ̀ ò tó lé nígbà tó bá ń sọ pé torí mo jó lórí ẹbí mo jó lórí ẹbí mo ti tà á ẹ̀yin tó bá dẹ̀ bu tí kẹ lọ tà á
ẹ lọ bu tí ń bẹ̀ kẹ lọ tà á.
ṣé èèyàn gidi máa ń bá rú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ẹ ti mọ̀ pé olè ló máa ń tẹ̀lé olè rìn because tí èèyàn bá gbọ́rù yẹn kò sẹ́ni tó máa fẹ́ tò lẹ́yìn yẹn nìyẹn so àǹtí wa tó wá jó lórí ẹbí lẹ́nìí it's by virtue of the family position and the family wanted her based on her antecedents. Not that we don't have any other person, but we are picking her based on her antecedents and the action that we can also support and follow. So àwọn ẹbí yọ bàbá yẹn torí ìwà tó wù ní àwọn ẹbí dẹ̀ fi ẹlòmíì sí. It could be a man, it could be a woman, but what we want is that we want integrity and want somebody that we can trace his or her antecedents nínú ẹbí. Àti jẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ti wà níwájú ìjọba ó tún na ọlọ́pàá mọ́ nígbà tí wọ́n charge case yẹn lọ sí court wọ́n mú wọn àìtí gbọ́ wọ́n ní state against him ni but state against him we are also part of it because we are also beaten likewise àwọn ọlọ́pàá wà beaten we've not even heard from it the next thing that kò tún gbọ́ kiri ni pé AIG lọ tún bú AIG fẹ́ arrest àwọn AIG fẹ́ ṣe kíní kan Sherry, it's a very funny situation in this country. Kéèyàn kan máa hùwà tí ò dá against ìjọba kí ìjọba dẹ̀ máa wò ó láì ṣe kankan. Kéèyàn kan tún mú ẹni tí ìjọba rán ní iṣẹ́ bí ẹni pé kí ìjọba rán yàn lọ ja ogun. Kán wá mú ẹni tó bá ọmọ ìjọba jà lójú ogun kán mú kí ìjọba tún máa wò ó kó tún yìí máa rìn kiri kó tún máa sọ pé ìjọba ló tún ṣe báyìí fóun. Èmi náà appeal sí AIG àti IG. Kí wọ́n tètè look into this cause because if they continue like this kò ní sọ́lọ́pàá tó máa fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ Nàìjíríà mọ́ o tí ọ̀gá ẹ̀ máa rán ẹ ṣẹ́ tí ó máa wà brutalized on official duty tí wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa wẹ́ ni ẹ tó máa rìn kiri gbogbo ibi tó bá kù sí kọ́lọ́n bá wa ṣe ní dáadáa fún Nàìjíríà o lọ́rọ̀ àwọn ọlọ́pàá wa àti ìjọba wa bọ̀tún táwa fẹ́ ni pé àmọ́ rí tó bá ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ show tó fi ṣe kínní kó máa bọ̀ wọ́n ti pè ní Adéníjì wọ́n ti pè ní Alágbọ̀n wọ́n tún ti pè ní bíbí you will have nothing to prove because bẹ́ẹ̀ ní nǹkan kan àwa tá gba decision ìjọba lórí ilẹ̀ wa even a lot of letter the government has written to us for even using some part for free ó wà lọ́wọ́ wa so tí wọ́n bá ní any fact kò mú wa but the most annoying part of it too ni pé ó tún wá wò sùsù ó wá na olórí ẹbí ẹni tó ní nǹkan lójú títì with effrontery. We were there. We were also beaten. My own phone was taken away. I was seriously beaten and chased. Àánú mo fi escape gbogbo ẹbí nǹkan ọ̀rùn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ti pa mí sínú omi nù. Kọ́lọ́ ń ṣàánú wa o. Bí olórí ẹbí wa ṣe sọ la dúró lé lórí àfẹ́yàn ọkàn lórí ilẹ̀ wa o. Ilẹ̀ wa ti wà exhausted à ń ṣe olójú kòkòrò. Ààrẹ tí wọ́n sọ yìí báàrẹ̀ ṣe coming. Ààrẹ fúnra rẹ̀ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ra lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ bíi 2 acres of land since 2015 ààrẹ mú ọ̀rẹ́ wá tó ra lẹ̀ tí àwọn ẹbí ti ṣèwé fún ní 2015-2016 which is Dr. Afọ̀njá ààrẹ fúnra rẹ̀ nígbà táwa rí pé a ti pin àwọn tó bá a ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́yà Báṣúà wà ń bẹ̀ Báṣúà Chambers Sọ̀bì Anímàṣà wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn oríṣiríṣi àwọn consultant náà tó wà nígbà tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ tí ìwọ tó ń pè rẹ̀ ní Saheed òtí ẹ̀ tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rìn gbogbo àdúgbò bẹ̀ yẹn.
Adẹ̀tún ti ya mark certain area fún building of the palace.
Everything. So the only thing tí àwọn ẹbí fẹ́ jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ni pé since that 2016 we had a joint venture pẹ̀lú ààrẹ pé okay o ààrẹ o a fẹ́ ṣe joint venture pẹ̀lú ẹ ẹbí ti sign ẹ̀ ìdígi mẹ́rin ni wọ́n ti sign ẹ̀ fáre pé okay báwa develop kínní kí wọ́n náà mú certain percentage káwọn náà mú percentage tó yẹ kí wọ́n ta máa jẹ ààrẹ òun ṣàjágúnbalẹ̀ o is a contractor and a buyer from the real original Oni-Orisan family even all of us seated here mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ bàbá yẹn gan fúnra rẹ̀ òun náà mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ but a bá ń lẹ̀ a dẹ̀ rí ohun tí a bá ń lẹ̀ pé ó wà genuine a dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé lórí are you getting me a bá ń lẹ̀ pé àwọn olórí ẹbí kan ló ti ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹbí tó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ààrẹ àtàwọn èèyàn kan tó ta fún láti 2015 2016 or 2017 a dẹ̀ rí pé gbogbo ohun tó ṣe ó ní ọwọ́ òótọ́ nú àwàsàwọ̀ ẹbí ta jókòó yìí adẹ̀wà gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ àṣefẹ́ kó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé ohun tí bàbá ẹ̀ ṣe ó lọ ṣe self-centeredness ẹ̀ ó lé títí ẹ̀ greedy attitude títí ẹ̀ ní ohun tó dẹ̀ ṣe yẹn bá ṣe sọ letter is to it tí wọ́n ti lọ fi wọ́n ẹ̀ before now even ìjọ ta máa yàn lólórí ẹbí mínítì yẹn wà ń bẹ̀ tí èmi kan challenge ké bàbá mò ń gbọ́ pé ọmọ yín kan ó lóun fẹ́ gbé Ajagungbalẹ̀ wọlé ẹ má try yẹ o ó sáìnì sí lẹ́tà mínítì yẹn ẹ má try yẹ o not until tàwa tó wá rí pé ó lọ ṣe so gbogbo èyí tí wọ́n ń gbé kiri news tó ń gbé kiri yẹn is very fake tí wọ́n bá tó bẹ̀ àtàwọn tó gba news lẹ́nu wọn àtàwọn tó fẹ́ gbọ́ kan wá rí the real authentic olórí ẹbí and the family that we have elected.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks so much.